What's going on, team? I'm joining you from outside. Just enjoying nature. Sometimes you just gotta go outside and let the sun hit your skin, fire up those chloroplasts, and start photosynthesizing, if you know what I mean. Today, I just kind of want to continue on what I was talking about yesterday, about like learning to love the process. And I feel like there's like this disconnect in society or like the general public where the goal becomes the like no one cares about how you get the goal. It's all about just having that thing. And I think this is exposed a lot heavily in AI. I think the discourse between AI, there's a lot of discourse about AI, everyone does. But I think AI is really exposing that work is not the basis of life. Like, a lot of the conversations are like, oh, what's going to happen to our jobs? I mean, how are you going to get paid? In this hypothetical scenario where AIs take our jobs, they're going to have to create a society that isn't dependent on these physical manual labor jobs. I just feel like it's going to work out. Or I guess people will starve to death. I don't know. I really think that we will not see it. And maybe if we do, we will. All AI does is just do the work for you. And work is suffering, and suffering is the point of life. The whole journey is suffering. It just sucks. And the point of being a human is like just going against everything. Everything here fucking sucks. And I'm going to thrive despite of that. So I don't care about AI stealing our jobs because I don't fucking like my job anyways. I'll just go find a different way to suffer. I watched a video yesterday by Anthony Lawson about the curse of being gifted. He was talking about Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman brought the idea that Luka Doncic is a worse basketball player than Jaylen Brown simply because he has the curse of being gifted. That he is so gifted that he's now a detriment to the rest of his team. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with him because, like, the point of sport is to win basketball games. So maybe Jaylen being more of a well-rounded player might make him seem like a better basketball player, but Luka for sure is pretty good at basketball. I just feel like this is something that we really can't quantify with our own eyes. Like, we gotta take a second to does it matter? We gotta lock out. Some people care. I think way too many people have way too much free time and they talk a lot of nonsense about sports. Like, who actually cares? I mean, Jaylen Brown is a proven winner, so he has that going for him. That's a matter of fact. You could argue that Jaylen Brown is a better basketball player since, oh my God, I'm falling for the trap. Maybe I'm agreeing with Max Kellerman. I don't know. I think the curse of being gifted is definitely a thing because I think it's really the curse of never suffering. Like, maybe Luka Doncic has never suffered enough, but he's suffering with his whole life stuff. Maybe that will help him become a better basketball player, a better baller, a better person mentally, physically. Doesn't even matter about the basketball. The point of life is facing these tough battles, and once you get over them and defeat your demons, you become a better person. And whenever you are a better person, you just feel better. You know, this might be like egotistical, but I mean, the older I get, I do think I'm a better person than I was before, and it kind of inflates your ego a little bit. So that's why you got to humble yourself and go out there and suffer. Life became too easy smoking pot every day, so now I have to try life sober because it's a little difficult. Lifting weights became a little easy. I was lifting weights for a couple of years, so now I have to introduce running because I can't run for like 7 minutes straight without my legs tiring out. Like, my breathing is fine, but my legs are terrible, and I need to build up that anaerobic structure. I don't know. You guys can correct me on some stuff. I'm an idiot at the end of the day. My aerobic base, I think, is good because of my breathing. So I don't know, the other one. I'm barely into running. Give me a minute, and I'll come back to you. I'll research it. I think my physical strength is pretty decent at this point. My physique as well. I just got a little tummy I got to get rid of. I'm probably around like 195 right now, and ideally I want to be 170. I'm 6 foot tall. So I got to introduce some more suffering into my life. So, and also this YouTube thing is another thing of suffering, because usually, like, I get tired of it. I get way too wrapped up in the numbers whenever I used to do this YouTube thing, and I quickly associate my entire day based on if a YouTube video is doing well or not, and that's just, like, not a way to live. Like, I'm just, if this thing's gonna work, I'm just gonna make the videos, upload them, and then ignore it. Act like it doesn't exist. I'll check the comments and the likes the next day when I upload the next video, maybe. But I can't just, like, sit there and ruminate. Because I feel like ruminating on something or just, like, sitting there thinking of it is just inaction. And inaction is the devil. Inaction is the world's greatest sin. Doing nothing about your situation is the worst thing you can do. Just sitting, that's how you get depressed. That's how you get miserable. You have to go out there and do something. I mean, it doesn't even have to be really much at all either. It could be just introducing new ideas and stimuluses, or removing ideas and stimuluses in the form of, like, meditation or working out. I did, like, really long walks. Like, I would go on, like, these 5-mile walks from, like, my apartment building to the river. It seemed like a decent distance. And sometimes I would do it without music, and you just go out there and think. And if you haven't just, like, thought to yourself in a while, you should. I mean, it's cool. I know that might sound like the dumbest statement ever. I feel like the most obvious statement, like, Occam's razor is so legit. The most obviously and blatantly obvious thing is usually, yeah, like, it kind of sucks. Like, Superman, yeah, Superman wins. Haha, John Cena wins at the end. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks, but that's what makes John Cena great. Like, they're not lying to you. Most of the people, when they tell you go outside, when our parents were telling us to go outside and enjoy the sun, they weren't kidding. Why are we, like, humans, we started at, like, this is a literal fucking, what do they call it? One of these charts I'll throw up on the screen. It's literally like that, like, really dumb guy at one end. Most people are average. There's a little bit of smart, a little bit of dumb. Most people are average. And this is sort of like that. Like, this is like this recurring wave. Human beings started off as cavemen, or at least that's what they tell us. I kind of don't know if that's true, but we were cavemen. We were hiding out in these caves, and now we have built these caves again. And we're hiding in our caves again, isolating. The internet, I feel like, is such an isolating place, too. Like, yeah, we more than now than ever, we could talk to each other. Like, I could talk to someone from Japan, and, like, recently on X, people are finding out that Japan and America cultures are kind of close. I mean, I feel like that's blatantly obvious. Like, you know, whatever. Anyways, but, like, now that we're all so connected, this now creates, like, I don't know, people just, like, are fake. Like, everything just feels performative, and I'm kind of, like, over it. Like, live streaming in itself feels performative. Like, that's not how someone is in real life. And it's become, like, so normalized. Like these live streamers have that. It's a normal thing to stay home and play video games all day. Or it's a normal thing to just sit there and not go outside and actually do something. I guess there are streamers that do stuff in real life. Obviously, there's no absolutes. The Sith does not... The Sith don't deal with absolutes. You know what I mean? The Sith might be right, because there's got to be balance in everything. Balance is the key to life, too. Suffering, balance. I probably sound like an idiot. Maybe I'll just, like... I just really just need to go... Like, I feel like sometimes when I have these ideas, I just need to talk to somebody and have them look at me. And, like... I just want them to tell me that I'm dumb. I don't know why. But I guess that's all I got talked about today. We'll see you whenever we see you, I guess.